Which language? English, Swahili?
But, Your Honor, in 2 minutes, this is a bailable offense. Because the charge sheet, the particulars of the charge sheet, that you obstructed the operations of vehicles along the said Kimathi Street by offloading 120 pieces of 10 liters empty plastic jerrycans from the motor vehicle registration number. You know, the accused person has a political ambition. And he bought 120 jerrycans to take to his voters. You know, it is public knowledge that everybody, other than Omari and a few rich people, use jerrycans for water. You know, we urge that the court looks at him from that angle. That the police need to deal with people who are serious criminals, not those who are out for charity. Right now, the 120 jerrycans are confiscated. The intended users of those 120 jerrycans have not had water in their homes. You want to kindly, as my young advocates push it, have that in mind. Thank you, Mr. Baba.
Yes, Your Honor, we are firm believers that the judiciary is independent. That is what the law provides, and that should be, and it should be independent from orders above. Contrary to what the police are practicing, this is a court of law. Independence should be integral in the decision making. Your Honor, the main essence of bail is primarily to secure the attendance of an accused person in court. The accused person here, Mr. Eric Omondi, does undertake that he will be present as and when needed in court. Therefore, pretrial detention will be a waste of resources and is not necessary and should be as a matter of last resort. It is not a secret that this is a man of the people. However, he has become an enemy to the state. But that we can argue another day. But as of today, Your Honor, there is absolutely no justification or no compelling reasons that have been fashioned by the prosecutor to deny Mr. Omondi bail. Therefore, ours is to pray that you grant him a free bond, personal cognizance, as my colleagues have submitted before you, and that is all I wish to submit. Good.
Your Honor, in agreement with the sentiments of my fellow counsels, I'd like to point out that the Oxford Dictionary defines compelling reasons as something so grieving, so strong, so convincing, and undeniable. Therefore, if the prosecution is to oppose bail, they only need to demonstrate to this court through evidence that our client, they cannot be able to trace our client, being that he is a public personality, and that it is very convincing that Mr. Eric Omondi shall not attend to the summons of this court, shall not attend, and shall not comply with the directions of this court. And the general principles that govern the right of bail and bond, one of them being that the balance of the rights of the accused person and the interest of justice and consideration of the rights of the victim, the prosecution is therefore mandated to demonstrate to this court that justice shall be hindered if our client is not released on bail and bond. That is all, Your Honor.